It's question or digestion. Yeehaw! Ooh. Beautiful. God, I'm excited about this. Throw your hands up at me. Bang! Oh, we've got a belter today. Wowee.
Question. Depend on me. Throw your hands up at me. Throw your hands up at me.
2 to go. Is the day gone?
Throw your hands up at me. Girl, I didn't know you could get down like that. Charlie, how'd
You
your
can't.
angels get down like that? Girl, I didn't know you could get down like that. Charlie, how'd your angels get down like that?
Sorry, but you can. Right, how are you? Oh my God, so exciting. 12:58. Thanks for joining me. Lunchtime on a Monday. Oh, the folks are here. The people are here. How's your day been? What we at 1 o'clock? So 5 hours in now. You've cracked the day. 5 hours if you start at 8. If you started, say, if you were in, I don't know, Cambodia, I guess you'd be wrapping up now. 4 days to go until the big weekend strikes. Look at the weather. It's so nice. And you're so nice for joining us. This is great. This is so exciting because we get the chance together to play a game of quiz. Welcome to Question or Digestion, or it might well be renamed Question Indigestion or Question of Indigestion, because these questions might make you sick. They are so easy. We've only got 10. It's dead easy, and there's not a lot of room for manoeuvre here because they're multiple choice. So first thing I want to know is, if anybody's out there, tell me what you've been doing this morning. What's the highlight of your day? For me, I had a nice little job interview today, which is good. 10:30. You know what? You're probably the same as me, right? Well, thankfully, you're not for both of our cases. But, you know, we talk a little bit about strengths and weaknesses. Everybody says, oh, what's your strengths, what are your weaknesses and that? And I started off with piling in with my weaknesses as my strengths. Got everybody a right old tizzy. I suppose our strengths and our weaknesses are inextricably linked, aren't they? They're the same thing, really, when it all boils down to it. Right. Pens, papers, pixels, pens, keyboards. There is the prize is the taking part. The prize is having another question or digestion next week. So everybody's a winner here. That seems to be the scheme of things. And there will be no graphics. The illustrations are 0. But what's important is you're going to be playing along. So let's get stuck in. 10 questions, lightning, rapid fire. And at the end of it, the loser gets to hear me playing a love song. Right, eyes down. Round 1. What is a good size for a fine mesh sieve or strainer? Is it there'll be A, B, C, or D, and you'll figure it out as you go along. Is it A, 17 centimeters, B, 9 inches, C, 3 feet, or D, about the same size as my king size duvet? Tough one, this. I always find sieves and strainers are really good for rice, and it ties in quite nicely with this morning's Mondays. So if you've been playing along all day, you'll doubtless be enjoying that. Question 2. In the news today, Bumble, the dating app, has found itself with a new bar. It's done pop-ups and stuff, but now it's going serious and doing it on a permanent basis. So what is the name of Bumble's new bar? Is it A, Beehive, or Behave? Is it B, Brew, C, Bellissima, or D, Bonkers? I think this is a great idea. They're kind of owning the journey. That's saying, right, okay, get yourself a date, bring them here. Whether they're going to invest in Las Vegas chapels remains to be seen. Question 3. What was the last food that Danny Malin ate on Rate My Takeaway? If you've been to see YouTube lately, you'll know that he is the sensation du jour. Leeds boy, butcher boy, large brood. Is it A, Chinese, B, pizza, C, sushi, or D, gravel? The knockabout one there to finish things off, but theoretically could be if you fell off a bike. Question number 4. Whose bad habits are topping this week's official singles charts? Is it A, Mainskin, B, Olivia Rodrigo, C, Ed Sheeran, or D, Calvin Harris featuring Susan Boyle? I'm trying to get down with the kids here by giving you a bit of a teaser, but it could be one of those 4. More likely going to be just one of them. Question number 5. What's 50 times 25? Is it A, 1,000, B, 1,500, C, 1,200, or D, 1,250? One for all you numbers buffs out there, or programmers, or people who just like things with the word 1,000 in them. Question 6. Today's the anniversary of our NHS. God bless the National Health Service. How many years young is the NHS? Is it A, 107? Is it B, 58? Is it C, 73? Or is it D, 9 shekels? One there for our below deck fans, of which I'm among them. Number 7, what happens on the 19th of July? Is it A, England will win the Euros? B, the end of enforced social distancing? C, Olivia Rodrigo will release a new single called Bad Habits? D, Madness will reform to make a few quid? Or is it E, the Wimbledon final? Question 8. What was the 3rd most popular girl's name for American kids born in 2020 who originally were girls? A, Olivia, B, Emma, C, Ava, D, Sophia, or E, Isabella? A lot of Italian influence going on there. I quite like it. In fact, all of those names end with the letter A, which is just 1 point in Scrabble. So clearly the parents weren't thinking about future gaming opportunities when they named their lady offspring thus. And we're 2 away. Question 9. What's Nigella's recipe of the day? Is it A, sardines with potato rosti? B, charred pomegranate with a whipped oyster broth? C, Nigel Slater's beard trimmings in a pot of gently roasted shiitake mushrooms? Or is it E or D, spaghetti with Marmite? D or E will do there. Clearly, there are only 4 answers, but use your logic. And finally, question 10. Elon Musk built rocket ships, cars that might one day hover, we don't know, and some posh netting that makes pigs' brains go bananas. But how much does his main abode cost? A, $7.5 million. B, $50,000. C, $100 million. Or D, 576 bloop stickers. That's the official currency of Mars. Hey, great. Thanks for sticking around. Right, let's wrap things up. Time to swap your papers and see how you got on. So the good size for a fine mesh sieve or strainer is, of course, 9 inches, which is about 23 centimetres. You're a fool if you thought it was 17 centimetres at A. So that was B, 9 inches. Number 2, name of Bumble's new bar, surprisingly, is Brew, which again is B. What was the last food that Danny Marlin ate on Rate My Takeaway? Of course, we're all fans. We knew it was pizza, which again is B. Whose bad habits are topping this week's official singles charts? That is Ed Sheeran. Come on. It was that or Calvin Harris with Susan Boyle, clearly. There we go. What's 50 times 25 now? This is a bit of a catch, a gimme, this one. Some people would obviously think it was 1,000. Others might think it was 1,500. But the correct answer is, in fact, D, 1,250. The NHS celebrates 73 years today. In fact, I think the Duchess of Cambridge has just got COVID or something because of that, or some sort of twist. Anyway, this is a wonderful way to celebrate saving lives. The third most popular girl's name for American kids born in 2020 who were girls is, of course, Ava. What else? What are you thinking? Second place was John. What's Nigella's recipe of the day? Well, of course, spaghetti with Marmite. That was a curveball, wasn't it? Because you were thinking about Slater's beard. And finally, question 10. Elon Musk's primary abode is valued at just $50,000. That's B. Wow, thanks for joining. That was a bit of fun, wasn't it? We'll do a little bit more of an excitable sort of audio-visual, dynamic, multimedia question or digestion next week. But I hope you enjoyed it. Congratulations to the winner. Commiseration to anybody who joins me next week for much of the same. Have a great afternoon. And remember, you're amazing. Bye.